Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. You are looking live at Richmond Fairgrounds Raceway for the running of the Wrangler 400. And your pole setter for the today's race. And the 5 car is Jeffrey Bodine, outside pole. Handsome Harry Gant in the 33, starting third. As Rudd in the 15, starting fourth. Is Texas Terry Labonte in the 44. Starting fifth. Three has won 3 races in a row. Austin Bill from Dawsonville going for number 4. Starting sixth in the 77 is Sachs. Starting seventh, Bouchard in the 47. Starting eighth, Allison in the 22. Starting ninth, Earnhardt in the 3. Starting 10th, Cal Petty in the number 7. Starting 11th, Wallace in the deuce. Starting 12th, Hillen Jr. in the 8. Starting 13th, Speed in the 75. Starting 14th, Parsons in the 66. Starting 15th, Richmond in the 27. Starting 16th is Tommy Ellis in the 18. Starting 17th, Jimmy Smut Means in the 52. Starting 18th, Schrader in the 90. Starting 19th, the King, Richard Petty in the 43. Starting 20th, Baker in the 88. Starting 21st is Shepard in the 00. Starting 22nd. And he just lost the points lead. And matter of fact, dropped the third. DW in the 11. And his teammate is starting right beside him in the 23 spot is Neil Bonnet. Starting 24th is Dave Marcus in the 71. And Alan Kowicki makes an appearance here. Starting 25th in the 38. 26th is Lenny Pond in the 17. Starting 27th, Buddy Arrington in the 67. Starting 28th, The Wire in the 64. Starting 29th, the 6th of Brushwell. And Shotgun dead last. Starting 30th, J.D. McDuffie in the 70. And to bring us to the green flag is Jeffrey Bodine. This is 400 laps, 22 turns here at Richmond, one of the shortest races on the schedule. And Jeffrey Bodine gets us started off. That's going to be a bottom group of Reflex in the bottom group. First up is JD with 2 chances to move up. Could get to the top group. Not with triple threes. JD is going to blow up here. And JD is going to finish 30th. That's a darn shame for JD, the first car out of the race. Next up is Dwyer. He's got Reflex. And a 2-3-5. 2-3-5, and he's going to go from 28th up to 12th. How about Dwyer? And Alan Kowicki's got Reflex. And not with a 5, he's not. And Lenny Pond's got Reflex. And a 1-1-3. And Earnhardt will hold him off. Dave Marcus got 2 chances to move up. And a 1-2-2. And Wallace won't hold him off. Dave Marcus goes from 24th up to 11th. And now has a shot at the top group. Can Dave get up to the top 7 with a 3-3-2. And Terry Labonte will hold him off. Neil Bonnet's got Reflex. Can he get that Junior Johnson Chevy up to the middle group out of the rear with the gear with a 5-2-4. And Dave Marcus doesn't stay there long. He goes back to 23rd as Neil Bonnet's up to 11th. DW could get back up to the top group from his terrible starting position. He's got double Reflex. And a 1-1-3. And Earnhardt holds him off. DW's got to get out of the rear with the gear here. A 5-6-6. And he'll get up to 19th. DW Will gets out of the bottom group at least on the first turn. That's a good thing. And that's it for Reflex. We go to turn number 2. And we got duel will be the 3 car in the top group. That's Terry Labonte, and this is a short race. He's going to go out there, Handsome Harry Gant, and try to get a second chip here. And he gets it done. He'll have 2 chips. Puts Harry in a bad spot. It's a -1 to escape. Harry needs a 6 not to wreck. Doesn't get it. That'll bring out a caution. Caution will come out here. See if Harry can get back in this race and get this car fixed. Not too happy with Terry early in the race racing him like that. Everybody will move up. What did I do with Terry? Did I put Terry back in here? And shouldn't have. Harry Gant, what did I do with you? Harry's there. All right. So Harry's going to need a beginning of the race. He'll need an 8 to stay in the race. And he gets it. So Harry's still running, but he's back to 29th. And we go to turn number 4. Jeff Bodine in the lead with Terry Labonte second, Rudd third, Elliott fourth, Sachs fifth, Ron Bouchard 6th, Allison 7th, Earnhardt 8th, Kyle Petty 9th, and Neil Bonnet rounds out the top 10, turn number 4. And we got a 8. That'll be the 6 cars in the middle. That is Buddy Baker and DW, and they're both going for it. That's a short race. Baker needs a 4. Gets it. Earnhardt's in a bad spot. Baker will get a chip. Now DW going for it. And DW doesn't get it and puts himself in a bad spot. First, Earnhardt's going to need a 5 not to wreck. And he wrecks. So now caution comes out again. These guys are being aggressive, bringing out the caution. And DW needs a 7 not to wreck. And he gets it. So DW will drop back here. He doesn't wreck, but Earnhardt wrecked. And now he's going to need a 7 to get back in this race. And he gets it. So everybody will just move up. And now DW is back in the rear with the gear again. Got out of that bottom group rather quickly, but now he's back. We go to turn number 6. As Jeff Bodine will lead us to the green again. Labonte second, Rudd third, Elliott 4th, Sachs 5th, Ron 6th, Allison 7th, Baker 8th, Kyle Petty 9th, and Neil Bonnet 10th. Here we go, turn number 6. We got a top group of skill. Who's got the skill? Skill is up. Bill's got skill. So does Bodine. It'll take a 5 or 6 to get him. And a 2-3 no. And that's it for skill. We go to our first pit stop. First pit stop of the race here. And it'll be the middle group. 3 and 6 will switch. Alrighty, grab some chips here. Baker trying to get his second chip. See if he can get it done. He needs a 4. And he gets it with Snake Eyes. Buddy Baker with 2 chips back here. Kyle Petty needs a 7. Doesn't get it. Bonnet needs a 5. He gets it. Nice job by that crew. And Dwyer needs a Snake Eyes. Doesn't get it. Morgan needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Petty, the king, needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Richmond needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Ellis needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Jimmy Means needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Schrader needs a 5. Doesn't get it. Speed needs a 7. Doesn't get it. And last but not least, Phil Parsons needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Move these guys up. Let's see if anybody can beat Bodine out of the pits here. 5-5. And Sachs beats him out of the pits. The 77 gets the lead here at Richmond on turn number 7. 77 on turn 7 has the lead. Sachs in the lead. Labonte second. Ron Bouchard third. Ricky Rudd fourth. Allison fifth. Bodine's back to 6th. Elliott 7th. Baker 8th. Ron Bouchard 9th. And Cal Petty's 10th. Turn number 8. We are a third of the way done this race. We got a top group of problem. And the problem is going to be poor Eddie's got the problem. Problems, he got a 52. And that's a clutch problem. And that'll end the day. Eddie will finish 29th. Everybody will move up. Alrighty, we go to turn number 9. Getting close to the halfway point already. And we got a 5 cars in the middle group. Jimmy Means and Ken Schrader, and they're going to stay put. Turn number 10. And that's going to be the middle group. Skill in the middle group. Who's got skill? Lake Speed's got skill, trying to get up to the top. And a 114. And Terry's going to have to use one of his chips to hold him off. Tim Richmond's got skill. And a 4.63. And Bill holds him off. Cal Petty's got skill in that Woods Brothers 711 car. And a 3.35. And he's going to get Ricky and go from 10th up to 4th. And Neil Bonnet's got skill and a chip. And 2.51. And he'll have to use his chip to take over 6, knock Jeffrey Bodine out of the top group. And Buddy Baker doesn't have skill. That'll be it for turn number 10. On to turn number 11. Cross flags are out. We are halfway through this race, folks. Cross flags are out. Halfway point. And we got a top group, a rare problem in the top group. See what kind of problem we got. A rare problem in the top group. And it's a 23. Pit crew member. Injured pit grade by 1 grade. Pit crew. Pit grade lowered by 1 letter. Let's see who it's going to be here. And it's going to be the 1 car. So Terry's already an E. So he'll stay an E. Really wasn't much. We go to turn number 12. And we got a middle group of Star. Who's the Stars back here? Lake Speed's double star. Can he get up to the top with a 5? Nope. He's got another shot. And a 1-3-3. And he's going to get Kyle Petty and go from 18th up to 4th. Lake Speed. Who else is a star? And Dwyer's a star. See if Clark can get up here. Not with a 5. Ricky Rudd trying to get back up here to the top group with a 2-2-4. And nope. Ron Bouchard will use his chip to hold him off. Jeffrey Bodine, your pole sitter, trying to get back up to the top. And not with that 1, he won't. And Buddy Baker with 2 chips and 2 stars will probably get the lead here, folks. A 4-4-2. And he'll have to use his chip. And the Lake doesn't stay in the top group long. And now Buddy Baker going for the lead here. And it'll take a 5 or 6 not to use his chip. And he'll have to use his chip. But Buddy Baker gets the lead. How about that? Goes from 8th up to the lead here on turn number 12. Buddy Baker puts that 88 car up in the lead. Baker's leading this race, followed by Labonte. Bouchard is 3rd, Sachs 4th, Allison 5th, Bonnet 6th, Elliott 7th, Speed 8th, Bodine 9th, and Ricky Rudd rounds out the top 10. Turn number 13. Top group of skill. Bill's got skill. Only takes a 4 to get Baker. And a 3-6. Bill gets the lead for the first time today, trying to win that 4th race in a row. Here on turn number 13. Who else has got skill? Neil Bonnet's got skill to take a 6 to beat Bill. And a 5-5-5. Neil Bonnet has a problem. Kind of problem rolling them triples. 24. Let's see here. Cooling problem. And a D. He needs a 3 to stay in this race. Doesn't get it. Neil Bonnet will finish 28th. Not a good day for Junior so far. Both cars in the 20s as Neil drops out with a cooling problem. And that's it for skill. Let's see who moves up here to the top and middle group. It's not Lake Speed. Jeffrey Bodine trying to get back up there and does. And Dave Marcus with a shot. Nope. And Rusty Wallace gets it done. Rusty moves up here to the top, to the middle group. And we got 27 cars running. Bill Elliott's just taking over the lead. You got Labonte 2nd, Bouchard 3rd, Sachs 4th, Allison 5th, Baker 6th, Bodine 7th, Speed 8th, Rudd 9th, and Dwyer 10th. So we go to turn number 14. And we got a bottom group of Reflex. Earnhardt's got 2 chances to get out of here. Could get to the top group. And not with that 6, he's not. So he'll get another shot to move up. And a 4-5-3. And he'll get 1, 2. No, he won't. Kyle Petty holds him off because he's got double Reflex. Now DW trying to get out of the rear with the gear again. And not with the 6. And not with the 6. DW wasted that opportunity. Handsome Harry Gant. Not with the 6. Who's next? Alan Kowicki. Another 6. Rolling 6s like crazy. Lenny Pond's up next. And a 4. Doesn't get it done. Dave Marcus with double Reflex. And a 1-4-5. And he's going to get up to 15th. And Marcus has got a shot at the top group here. Can he get up to the top group now? And not a 2. Yeah, that'll get her done. A 2, 3, 5. And Dave Marcus goes from 20th up to 4th. Knocks Sachs back to 15th. Dave Marcus flying around this raceway. We go to turn number 15. And we got a middle group of Star. Who is the Stars back here? Okay. First Stars, Greg Sachs just got knocked out of that top group. And a 4 gets it done. A 4, 4, 3. And he'll go from 15th up to 5th. Now Sachs has got a shot at the lead here, folks. And it'll take a 6 to get Elliott. And a 5, 5 doesn't get her done. And Dwyer's a Star. What can Dwyer do here? Not with the 6, and Dwyer's got a problem. What kind of problems Dwyer have here? A 65. Black smoke from under the hood. And that'll end Dwyer's day. The 64 car is going to finish 27th. And Ricky Rudd's a Star. Can Ricky move up here? And a 1, 2, 2. And Ron Bouchard barely holds him off. And now Lake Speed, 2 chances to move up. A 2, 2, 6. And he's going to move up to 3rd with a shot at the lead here. And a shot at the lead. It'll take a 6 to beat Bill. And a 4, 5. Nope. Now we'll see who moves up here to this middle group. First up is Jimmy Smut Means. And Jimmy moves on up. And we go to turn number 16. And we got a top group of Skill again. Had that a lot. Jeffrey Bodine's got Skill. It'll take a 6 to beat Bill. And a 1, 3, no. And Lake Speed's got Skill. And a 6, 1's not getting it done. And Labonte doesn't have Skill. We go to the money stop. The last pit stop here on turn number 17. We got a middle group 6 and 3 switch. And let's see if anybody in the middle group can get some chips here. All right, first up is Ron Bouchard, and he's going to need a 4. Doesn't get it. Rudd needs a 6. He gets it. Nice job by Bud Moore and that crew. Morgan Shepherd needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Petty needs a 4. Richard gets box cars. Wallace needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Means needs a 5. Sorry, needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Allison needs a 4. Gets it. Nice job by that Dygar team. Kenny Schrader's up next. Can Junie Donlevy get him up there? And he needed a 3, and he gets it. Nice job. These guys are coming through. The Woods Brothers needs a 7 for Cal Petty. Gets it. These guys are doing their job here today at Richmond. Phil Parsons needs a 3. Doesn't get it. And Tim Richmond needs a 4. Doesn't get it. And last but not least, Tommy Ellis needs a 4. And doesn't get it. Okay, can anybody beat Bill out of the pits? That is the question. And a 4-6 ain't going to get her done. We go to turn number 18. Race is getting close to the end, folks. Only 50 miles to go here. Here we go. We got a middle group of heat. First time we've had heat today. First car with heat's Jimmy Means. Not with a 5. The King's got heat. Can he get up there? A 4. Nope, he needed a 3. And here's Cal Petty with double heat. Could get the lead here. And a 3, 5, 4. And he's going to get Buddy Baker and not have to use his chip. And the Woods brothers is going to see that 7 car get the lead here, folks. He's got a chip. And it'll take a 6 to get Bill without using the chip. And a 1-1, he'll have to use the chip. Knocks Bill out of the lead. Wait a second. Wait a second here. Bill's led from turn 13. So no chip for Bill. Just making sure. So Cal Petty takes the lead here on turn number 18. 7 car, Woods brothers up there in the lead. And Ken Schrader's got heat and a chip. And a 3, 4, 1. So he'll use his chip to get up to 5th. Ken Schrader's puts that Red Baron Junior Don Levy 90 up front. And nobody else has got heat. We go to turn number 19. We got a middle group trouble. Here we go. Trouble. We got trouble right here in Richmond. Enter. We're got trouble. And it's a -1 to escape. So Mr. Rudd needs a 7 not to use his chip. He'll have to use his chip. And Bobby Allison's going to need a 5 not to use his chip. And he'll get that done. Sachs needs a 4. And he's involved in the wreck. And Baker needs a 4. He's involved in the wreck. And Ron Bouchard needs a 4. That'll bring out the caution. We'll get that. And he makes it through. Nice job by Ron. He makes it through. The King needs a 4. Doesn't make it through. And then you got Morgan needs a 4. He makes it through. Good job by Morgan. And Jimmy Mean needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Rusty Wallace needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Phil Parsons needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Tim Richmond needs a 6. Doesn't make it. And we're going to the bottom group. Ellis needs a 4. And he doesn't get it. Now we're going to the back group here. Pond needs a 4. Doesn't make it. Allen needs a 4. Doesn't get it. Harrington needs a 6. And he barely makes it. Bobby Hillen needs a 5. Makes it with snake eyes. Harry Gant needs a 6. Gets it. DW needs a 7. Doesn't get it. Damn, DW can't buy a break today, can he? And Earnhardt needs a 7. And doesn't get it. Alrighty, we're in the last part of the race. And it's going to take a 3 for most of these guys. Earnhardt needs a 3 to get back in the race. Doesn't get it. Earnhardt's going to finish 26th. DW needs a 4 to stay in the race. Doesn't get it. DW has had some bad luck lately. He'll be 25th. Alan Kowicki needs a 4. And he doesn't get it. Alan Kowicki will finish 24th. And Lenny Pond will need a 3. Doesn't get it. Lenny will finish 23rd. Tommy Ellis needs a 3. Doesn't get it. The 18 will finish 22nd. Tim Richmond needs a 3. Whoa, cards everywhere. Doesn't get it. Tim's going to finish 21st. Phil Parson needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Phil's going to finish 20th. So we won't have any cars in the bottom group now. Rusty needs a 3. Not with box cars. The Deuce will finish 19th. Jimmy Means needs a 3. Doesn't get it. 52 will finish 18th. The King, he needs a 3. Can the King get back in this race? Nope, got a 4. Richard will finish 17th. Buddy Baker, he needs a 3. Doesn't get it. Baker will finish 16th. And last but not least is Greg Sachs needs a 3. And doesn't get it. The 77 will finish 15th. Alrighty. And that's going to take us to the white flag. The white flag. Kyle Petty's going to take us to the white flag here. Kyle Petty with the lead. Terry Labonte second. Speed third. Bodine fourth. Schrader fifth. Elliott sixth. Marcus seventh. Rudd eighth. Allison ninth. Bouchard 10th. Shepard 11th, Arrington 12th, Hillen Jr. 13th, and Harry Grant 14th. So we go to the white flag. Here we go, last turn, and it's going to be a top group of Smart. Top group of Smart. And Terry Labonte's got a chip and 2 Smarts. It looks like Texas let Terry Labonte going to win this race. Dave Marcus is double Smart, and it'll only take a 4 to get Cal Petty. And a 4, 3, 6. He needed a 3. Bill Elliott isn't Smart. Ken Schrader is. Can he get the lead here? Not with a 6, he can't. And it's Terry Labonte. 2 chances here. He has a chip. And he's just going to use it. Get it over with. So he don't roll triples. And Terry Labonte is going to win this Wrangler. 400 on the last turn. Only turn that Terry led. Terry Labonte is your winner. I think this is Terry's 5th win of the year. Texas Terry Labonte wins the Wrangler 400. Bill couldn't win 4 races in a row. Terry wins the race. Cal Petty, he finishes second. Nice job by Cal and the Woods brothers. Lake Speed's going to pick up a few points on Bill. Maybe not. Might be tied. Bill led some laps. Speed didn't. So Speed finishes third. Jeffrey Bodine finishes fourth, a pole setter. Ken Schrader. How about Kenny finishing 5th in that Junior Don Levy Ford? An awesome Bill from Dawsonville. Can't quite make the top 5. Bill finishes 6th. Dave Marcus finishes 7th. Nice job by Marcus. Ricky Rudd rounds out 8th. Nice job by Ricky. Bobby Allison with a nice job in that 22. Finishes 9th. Ron. Another nice job by Ron Bouchard. Finishes in the top 10. Morgan Shepherd in the 00 finishes just outside the top 10 and 11th. Buddy Arrington's going to finish 12th. And Bobby Hillen Jr. finishes 13th in the 8 car. And Handsome Harry Gant finishes 14th. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I only have 7 more races to go in this 1985 season. If you're new to the channel and haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell and like button if you haven't already done so. It helps the channel out and don't cost a dime. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.